Hello there, welcome back to Terraformental. So let's do loop. We only have combined items. As you quickly down the bottle of water, you consider your next move. If you can reach Santorini faster, you'll have more time to explore before it's destroyed again. Maybe you can even find a way to prevent that from happening. Why is the bar not moving? Oh, there it goes. For some reason it was missing the start. Let's do gather supplies twice. Give me 5 air tanks, full repair, load the generator. No, I should be able to go further because it should be like a minute shorter. Oh, we're gonna kill the carbon filters before it's actually done. Or not. It still takes a minute to fully repair that over though. Let's just install the generator. It does take like 30 seconds still to do that. Well, let's take the tunnel. So yeah, that takes like 3 minutes now. I'm gonna check how long it takes the other way around. You still need to go to Lorien for the fuel. Oh, there's a reduced power cost as well. But I don't think you can do it in one go. I'm gonna see if it's actually worth going into Lorien just for the little food that's in there. If it doesn't take too long. Oh yeah, this takes longer than 3 minutes, even now, and we've done it several times already. Let's see, gather supplies from outside. Let's see, if we leave Rover, how long does it take? 20 seconds. Might as well. At least on the basic supplies. Because if we can get a bunch of ration packs and better water, but I think it just has the water pouches. Yeah, ration pack. It's not worth doing the other one. And then leave. Yeah, entering and exiting actually takes a while. As you enter the facility, you notice the functional water recycler you found amongst the otherwise unhelpful vehicles. It's a shame there's not enough room on your rover to fit both in and the mobile generator you already welded in place. I'm just hoping that gives me just enough time to get through all of this. Yeah, we already need to go to Lorien for the fuel. Unless we can make it without it, but I doubt it. So it's a pretty long drive. Yeah, mostly went in there for the ration packs. Because those are really decent. Well, park for a sec. Then gather all supplies. And now we can actually leave for the dam. Add fuel. This still takes forever, it's like 3 minutes. But once we do this a few times, it should lower closer to like 2. Yeah, there's not much to do while we're just traversing this. But you can already see the water pouches drop pretty fast. In just a minute. So I'm pretty sure I need to get one, at least the first crate to fix that issue. Oh, my chest creaking like crazy. Add fuel. So yeah, it looks like most shortcuts will be like twice as fast once you do it a few times. That's a combined. Let's go out and then at least get the first water. Closest crate. 2 water bottles. The other one takes about a minute to clear. But there's 3 water bottles. Nah, that will be too long. It's like twice the length of this. Let's go back and try to get to Santorini. At least to the barracks, so we can actually explore and get the basic resources. I'm pretty sure they were in the barracks. Yeah, now it takes 1 minute and 23 seconds. And it's now a combined action. So hopefully we have enough water to keep us running. Yeah, the other crates are just too expensive on time to actually clear at the moment. Unless we do them a few times, like get a lot of the supplies, come back, and then do them a few times. That should speed them up like crazy. But I think we're better off just going through the actual Santorini base and see if we can actually stop the explosion from happening. Drive to the central compound. Let's see, park over in central, takes a few seconds. And now we're actually not dying immediately. We do need to explore. Yeah, explore barracks at 45 seconds. We have like a minute of water. This place has more than enough power. I'm pretty sure this was a turning point. Once you get the resources unlocked, you can easily restore all of it to full. As you predicted, most of the building is taken up by bedrooms, a communal mess hall, and bathrooms, and a small suite of offices. A few things catch your eye during your tour though. First is the expected administrator's office, locked as always. Next happens to be the neighboring office, which is not locked and seems to be set up as a design lab for developing new equipment. Finally, you find a water recycler and food synthesizer in the mess hall, which from your brief inspection actually seems to be fully functional. One of the bedrooms does contain a bookshelf holding dozens of journals, which looks similar to Mary's diary you read at Lorien, or you read. But now, fill water bottles, synthesize basic food. That's why I said it's a turning point, because now we can survive. And this place has air and everything. Make it over to charger. Takes 3 minutes. Read Mary's diary. That's actually not a bad idea. Oh wait, that actually takes way longer. Let's explore workshop first. Yeah, well, we don't need to do all of these. And we still have a few minutes before we're actually disintegrated. An insistent tone from the rover informs you that the rover has finished recharging its cells. Yeah, it really doesn't have much of a capacity. You quickly realize that this room is far more than just a workshop. It's built more like a miniature construction line, with several rovers in varying states of completion. This might even be where every rover was originally built, before being sent out to the individual facilities. Along one wall is a series of blueprints detailing every major system, as well as a few optional modules which can be swapped out depending on the intended use. Let's do inspect blueprints. Let's take these. Oh, these are not combined yet. It's kind of awkward. Many of the schematics lining the wall are covering the basic systems which you already have a good working knowledge of. Many more are far too complex to do you much good. One of the few which does catch your eye is regarding solar panels mounted to the roof. You need to find a set of solar panels, an extra power coupler, and some metal to mount it all on the rover. But it doesn't seem too complex a task. You recall seeing a few solar panels powering the farther out support facilities around Tellus and Lorien. Some of them might be small enough to be suitable for mounting on the rover. Let's see, inspect the incomplete rovers. So now you can make a solar panel. Yeah, let's just build the mount. Takes 40 seconds, we're not doing that at the moment. Unfortunately, most of the partially assembled rovers are a little more than the chassis, parts of the hull, and some of the primary systems. There are a couple of spare motors and many other common components, but the only one you've ever had need for is the pressure regulator. There are plenty of those if you need one. Only the final one has anything of greater interest. It has a water recycler filled with a quick cycling filter outfitted. You could install it on your rover if there's space, or just take the filter to upgrade the speed of your own. So that's a water recycler upgrade. That takes 2 minutes, that takes 3. Let's actually hack the admin door. Yeah, this place is a lot to actually explore. So if you do the barracks first, completely clear this out, then we can go to the next area. Especially if you have full power. And if we actually can get solar panels on top of the rover, we might not even need the generator anymore. Because if we can fit the solar panels and the water recycler, then that would help quite a bit. Yeah, we don't know when we're getting vaporized yet. So we can only do as much as we can before they get murdered again. Let's actually queue up the diary. The office revealed by the door as it slides open is exactly as you expect. The desk, the chair, the computer terminal, and of course the box of protein bars. However, you're caught off guard by half the bars being missing. Apparently, this administrator actually enjoys eating them. Unhelpfully, none of the diaries seem to have any titles or labels. Instead, you have to open each one and check the dates of the first and last entries, occasionally skimming the entries themselves to get an idea of what was going on at the time. Yeah, so next we can actually inspect. what you can tell, each book covers around 6 months. The first few years with our from Mary was undergoing training for her first assignment. After that, she spent a decade helping to terraform a different planet, which was already part way through the process. It seems she only got reassigned to this planet, the name of which she's unaware of, in order to protect the corporation's interests. Partway through the 9th, most recent volume to take over from a previous expedition member who had repeatedly failed to meet expectations, so she's been here for nearly 5 years. And we got incinerated. Yep. So that's the cutoff point. At least we got mostly through this. But it's gonna take at least 1 or 2 runs to even clear this area. And we don't know yet what's on the admin computer. But yeah, let's end the episode here, so thank you for watching.